What ref? What the heck, man?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Hey everybody, this is Cody and James. This is our first actual video this week. We actually get to do our news talk finally.
Super excited for our first video. Excited to talk with each other about today's our Super Bowl special. We're doing football today. Today's Monday, football Monday for us.
Yeah, we'll talk about the stats, go over little things with you. We have our little notes here, got our microphone set up and everything, and we'll just go over what our thoughts are about the game, and then you'll see our challenge at the end, which I think everybody will enjoy that.
We'll have challenges all week, so
yeah.
If you don't like this part, you'll at least have that to look forward to.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining, they're pretty fun, and I hope you all enjoy those. So our thoughts about the game?
Well, obviously, I would hope you all watched it if you're watching this video. It was 13-3 was the final.
Yeah.
It was the first game ever not having a touchdown going into the fourth quarter in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, what was it, 3-0?
Halftime.
First quarter? Yeah, 3-0
3-0.
halftime. I mean, it was. If you like a defensive game,
I don't mind defensive games, but the Rams' offense was awful.
Yeah, it was, and you know, Goff was what, 1938, 229 yards and an interception.
Yeah,
but he was sacked 4 times.
And he didn't get outplayed that much by Brady. Brady only had what, 30 more yards.
Yeah, but watching the game, it almost looked like Goff at times didn't know what to do, and I can understand that somewhat because he was rushed a lot.
Yeah, he
was hurried, but he did have 4 sacks compared to Brady's just 1. But it seemed like the line was just almost non-existent.
I felt like he was hesitant a lot. Like he had the guy wide open in the end zone on the one play.
Yeah, that was.
And he waited too long.
To me, that was the biggest play of the game because he was wide open for a while, and the ball kind of just floated in, and he didn't have a lot of pressure right there, did he?
No.
No, yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
There was a couple other times. You know, they thought Gurley was hurt too. And
yeah, but he wasn't.
They came out after the game and said he wasn't, which I can't. I think he's the best running back in football.
And that's big. You would think they might do some screens or something like that to relieve the pressure off of Goff,
because he catches a lot of passes.
But he did.
Early the season,
Anderson
did.
Did Anderson had more? It seemed like.
Oh, well, they used him a lot more.
A lot more than Gurley, and I don't understand why Gurley wasn't utilized.
Especially if he wasn't hurt.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. So it's either not being honest or they overcoached. He's a young coach. It's what, I don't even know. Like it's 3rd year maybe, head coach, and it's Goff's 3rd year.
Yeah, but that was people talk about experience, and I understand it's the biggest game of the year, but to me, this is hard to say because people say you got to treat it like it's any other game.
Yeah.
The nerves are going to be there.
It's gonna. Oh yeah.
But he was good all year. The Rams team was unbelievable all year.
They had the 2nd best offense in the league behind the Chiefs.
And you know, people want to talk about that pass that was dropped in the end zone right before the final interception that kind of sealed the game.
Yeah.
You can't blame the wide receiver there.
It was a tough catch. He probably should have caught it, but one play doesn't make a game.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's one play out of
I don't even know how many they ran. Probably 60 plays, at least 60 plays.
Well, I mean, if you talk about that pass that Goff made it into the end zone that should have been a touchdown, that would have been the game winner.
Yeah.
So I don't, and that would have changed the whole game because they might have gone for a field goal there to go up.
You never know. Plays can change games. That can change how the other team coaches. You know, the type of play calls they're going to
depending
make.
on the situation. That's pretty true in any sport.
Yeah.
But I just felt like the Rams' offense was just non-existent. Now, the defense was a different story.
Defense was good. Of course, Aaron Donald, who, you know, Patrick Mahomes won the MVP this year. But they were talking about Aaron Donald for a long time. They've never given it to a defensive player. I don't know if there's anybody more dominant, and I'm a big J.J. Watt fan, but Aaron Donald does stuff that
the D-line for the Rams was pushing the O-line for the... So they were getting back there. They were providing some pressure on Brady because Brady was 21 of 35, 262 yards.
I mean, he didn't have an amazing game. No touchdowns.
No touchdowns, which is big for Brady.
Sony Michel had the 1 touchdown.
And we do rag on Brady a lot. Everybody needs to know all that stuff is a joke.
Brady's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Arguably the greatest of all time.
Now, that throw he made at the end that got them on the 1 for the touchdown was Gronkowski. That was a perfect throw, perfect catch.
Yeah. And I think that might just come with experience.
It does. Yep. I
Because
think so.
that was a big. If you compare the big time situations, if you look at those between Brady and Goff had two. That one where that guy was wide open.
In the end zone. Yeah, that was the biggest one.
I keep going back to that because that would have put them up.
Even the missed field goal at the end, they would have had time to try an onside kick, get it, and try a Hail Mary. Now, the odds of that are low, but you can't miss a field. You got to at least give your team the chance to make that happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, the coaching job by the Patriots was unbelievable. Their defensive coaching was really
Well, yeah, Bill Belichick's been there so many times that he might just have a scheme just for the Super Bowl.
They do. They when they get to the playoffs, they have all kinds of plays they just bring out. And something else with the Rams, I don't think they utilized shotgun enough because he got pressured more when he was under center and he had to take the long dropbacks. And when he was in the shotgun, it gave him time to get the snap and just position his body and make throws. I think it was inexperienced coaching because that guy their coach is a good offensive coach.
Well, it almost seemed like they had a game plan going into the Super Bowl and they didn't know how to change it, or they were afraid to. And maybe it's because the game was so close. I don't know. We don't know.
No.
But all we can do is just go off. All we can do is speculate.
What we saw, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
now the MVP, I don't really have a problem with that.
no.
Edelman was 10 catches, 141 yards, and you said you thought he was the most consistent.
Afterwards, I said it was going to be either Edelman or Sony Michel because he had the one touchdown. But I think Edelman throughout the whole game, he was easily the best player on the field, other than some of the defensive players. Offensively, he was the best player on the field.
If the Rams had won it, you could almost say the entire defense for the Rams.
Yeah. And I was joking about it, but I'm not wrong. The Patriots punter in this game
Oh yeah,
gave him so many bad field positions, and I was like, the punter should win the MVP.
Yeah,
he did. He pinned him inside the 5 at least. I know 2 times, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, the special teams,
The special teams
punters.
was really good for the Patriots.
Well, and for the Rams too.
Their punter was good too. He got some big rolls. He had to punt from deep in his own territory, and
Well, and the kicker for the Rams hit a field goal that was
long field goal.
That was the key play to the game.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it tied the game.
Their defense kept him in it. It was one of the bend but not break defenses.
Yep.
Patriots got some yards in the first half.
They did.
Didn't let them score.
They did. And it seemed like the Rams, that drive that they had where they got that field goal, it seemed like they were going to score on that.
Yeah.
And then it was just, they kind of just fell apart towards the end.
I think a lot of it. I don't think they utilized Gurley enough, especially if he wasn't hurt. If he wasn't hurt, they definitely didn't do that the right way.
Yeah, that was
You
bad.
have to let big players make big plays. You have to.
Yep.
And their receiving core isn't bad, but it's not like top tier receiving core, So, and the referees in the first half let the teams play. And throughout the whole game, pretty much let them play, which didn't bother me too much.
I always say,
you didn't notice them.
I was getting ready to say that the time you don't notice the referees when they're doing the best job.
Yeah, that's when they're doing the best job. Yeah. The one holding call they made against the Rams was probably the one
that was a little weak. That was a little weak.
Gurley got what? It was like a 12 or 13 yarder, and they were down there, and then they called that, and that just killed that drive.
That was a weak holding call to me, in my opinion.
But defensively, they called a couple of pass interferences on each team, let them have some physicality. But I don't know. It was low scoring, but to me, it was more.
All in all, what do you think? I think. We said it was boring. It was a defensive game. If you
the result was fair. Okay,
the result was fair, depending on what.
Yeah,
based on
seeing what happened.
Yeah.
Looking at what how the game played.
Anyway, guys, we gave our thoughts on what we thought about the game. We want to know what you think, though, in the comment section down below.
And make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Yes, please.
So you're notified of upload videos all week, and you'll be notified when we get the video uploaded. Social media links are in the description. Facebook, Twitter, those are the only 2 we're going to have in there right now.
Instagram too.
Instagram too, right. We'll get some pictures up on Instagram. Give us some ideas in the comment section.
Yeah, for challenges.
For challenges to do.
We're going to do highlights and things like that too for the games for the sports that are in season. Right now, though, we just have a bunch of challenges because football just ended.
Yeah.
Baseball's in off season.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
hasn't even started yet.
Spring training is getting ready to start here pretty soon, so we'll have some highlights there.
Basketball's about to go into All-Star game. So
Yeah,
that whole week there won't be anything for basketball.
And then March Madness in a month. Soccer's the only
my
thing
favorite.
that's in.
Love March Madness.
Yeah. Thursdays we'll try to get some highlights. I did play soccer, so that'll be a little bit more in my area of, of the game. So
I'll look like some little 8-year-old.
Yeah, but you didn't play, so
No,
it's not that.
that's true. I know.
But we got soccer that's in season right now, so that's a big deal, and we'll do some highlights and things like that instead of a bunch of challenges.
Yeah, definitely look forward to putting these videos out for you guys to watch. I'm going first. I'm gonna do all 10 throws.
Yeah, all 10.
It's over. I gotta at least get a point. Different weight, man. It's hard to figure them out.
That's 3.
This is the Tom Brady special right here. This is deflated.
No way. All right, now it's my turn. And James, you got 3. So
Yeah,
let's see if I...
rub it in.
Well, I mean, it's just what you did. I mean, not everybody can be great like me. Make it rain. Okay, so the first 5 I sucked, so maybe,
You better beat 3.
I guess greatness is sucking.
That was a terrible
Apparently,
showing
yeah.
by me.
It's in.
So, based on my pure athleticism, I got 0. So if we were determining, get out of here, man.